Hi there, everybody. This is Glendora, and this is Joe Quimet, and he's going to talk to us about ARF. Tell us about ARF.
The Animal Rescue Foundation started in 1971, back before I was born. Back in 1971, there wasn't Animal Planet, there wasn't PetFinder.com, there were dog pounds. There were animals outside struggling, and there were dogs waiting to be dealt with harshly at their local dog pounds. The Animal Rescue Foundation came into play.
Good.
The animals who cannot speak had a voice, and since then, the Animal Rescue Foundation has been saving animals non-stop until November 23rd, 2008, when we suffered a shelter fire.
Isn't that awful, folks?
We had an electrical fire, and
that's terrible.
Worst case scenario, Glendora, is all the animals would have died. But we call it a blessing in disguise because we happened to have volunteers that day. The volunteers, along with the fire department, were able to save every single animal, but our shelter was destroyed. Our rescue work came to an end.
It was in Terryville, folks, on Main Street.
Terryville, Connecticut, right off of Route 8, Route 6.
Yeah.
We've been there for years. We used to lease the property for decades, unable to purchase it. But since the fire, we've been rebuilding. We're able to buy the property. We're trying to build a state-of-the-art shelter so we could go back to our business of saving animals.
Yes. So let's help them. Let's help them rebuild this shelter. What are your plans, Joe?
Our plans are to help the major cities. We want to go to Waterbury, Bristol, Hartford, Torrington, New Haven. Let's face it, the dogs in those pounds, they're going to fill up. There's only two ways out for animals to get out of the dog pound. Either they're going to be euthanized or they're going to be adopted.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
So Animal Rescue Foundation, we always go to the dog pounds. And let's not forget the cats.
Yeah.
You never hear of a cat pound or a cat shelter.
Oh, I see.
Reason being is they're considered wild animals and they're left out to suffer.
Oh.
We're going to increase our cat population where we used to be able to take in 15, 20 cats. With our new shelter, we're planning to take in 50 or 60 cats.
Oh, good.
If anyone's ever tried to place a cat, you know how hard it is.
Can people in Greenwich and Stamford help?
You bet. We are open to anyone's needs. We are regional. We help the whole state.
You do?
Absolutely.
Can people in Groton and Willimantic and Norwich help?
Anyone with a computer?
Anyone with a computer?
Anyone with a computer can find us. We have MapQuest right on arfct.org. Our doors are open, but we need to raise the money. Right now, our shelter is going up. You can see it on our website, but we can't afford to finish it. People say, how could you build a shelter without having enough money to finish it? The answer is simple. Until we raise the money, it's the animals that continue to pay the price.
Well,
so we have a lot of pressure, Glendora, to
I'm going to
finish
make
up.
a donation right now. Yes, I am. And you're going to have a fundraiser, aren't you?
Yes, we are.
And what day is that? The end of October?
Yeah, it's October 23rd, Saturday, October 23rd, and it's going to be a masquerade party.
And a murder mystery?
Murder mystery. We're going to feed you, then we're going to entertain you. And we have a lovely lady named Judy. She's sponsoring it.
And Judy's last name is? It begins with S. Yeah.
Yeah, I forget. She has a harder name than mine to pronounce.
And she is very enthusiastic about this and full of promise about it.
Yes,
yeah,
she is.
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
And what time of the evening is that going to be?
It's going to start about 7 o'clock. All the information is on arfct.org.
ARF, A-R-F.
ct.org. It's going to be.
Oh, that's why I didn't get it. It's ARF-CT.
There's many different animal rescue foundations throughout the country, but there's only one in Connecticut, and we were the original ARF.
Oh, really?
Yep. Now, it's going to take place in the city of Bristol, right off of Route 8, very easy to get to. It's very unique. We're going to have a drama club help us out, and not only will it be good food, it'll be good entertainment, and all the money, 100%, goes to the rebuilding of our ARF shelter.
Oh, and help the animals. And now, tell people how to get to that and what the exact address is. Isn't it in an organization, some house, some hall?
Yeah, it's at the Polish American Club. If you take Route 8 and get off exit 39, you just take a right off the exit. That'll bring you through the towns. You'll go right by the ARF shelter and into the city of Bristol. It's at 541 North Main Street. But if you go to our website, you'll be able to MapQuest it. It's at the Polish American Club.
And say again, Virginia dear, what's the date?
October 23rd. It's a Saturday night. It's $20 per person
That's not bad.
in advance, $25 at the door. But you have to wear a mask. Now, not a costume, you wear a mask. You could dress up nice, you could dress up in regular clothes, but your true identity will not be known.
So like a little bandit mask?
A little bandit mask,
like
exactly.
Like a raccoon?
And we even offer a website to check out different options, and you can get your mask online.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, if you go to rfct.org, go under events, and you'll see the poster.
Oh, this is good.
Yeah, for the event. And we'll probably even throw that right on the screen, right for you. And dress up, have a good time, all the money goes to the animals.
Oh, this is good. This is good. And this is for anybody all over the state.
Yeah, we've been around a long time, and when you donate money, you wonder sometimes, is the money going to the proper place? We've been around for almost 40 years.
Have you really?
Yeah, I'll tell you, when you lose a pillar of the community, an all-volunteer, 501c3 nonprofit, which means we're accountable to the state of Connecticut. This $10 bill, you can trace that.
That's a 10?
You can.
Oh!
We take more, we take less. But the point I'm making is all donations will go directly into the rebuilding of our shelter. We take 20s too. You know what? And Glendora, this is reaching a lot of different people. You know what we're waiting for? We're waiting for our St. Francis to come.
Yeah.
We're waiting for someone to write the big check.
Yeah.
We're about $350,000 shy of our goal. We've raised about $500,000 so far.
Oh, good.
We have.
Oh, we got to work at this because we need what, 350,000 for the shelter?
Yeah. To finish it.
You go ahead.
So and we need it all through donations. Like I said, a lot of these donations you give overseas, you give this. You wonder if the money is really going to the proper people.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, there's a lot of organizations out there who really aren't as honest as they should be. But we are on the books, and we've been around. Anyone could visit our website and they could read about us and ask. We've been helping the community for decades.
Did you show them the sign, Greg?
Yeah.
And I want to sing St. Francis' song. All creatures of our God and King, lift up your hearts and let us sing. Just be kind, stop the cruel. Thou cows and pigs, leave them alone. Go horses, hens, and turkeys too. Just be kind, one with God. Alleluia, alleluia, alleluia.
Now, I would sing and I would take donations to stop singing. We probably could build the shelter.
Oh, this is good. Now, what else is going to go on that you want to tell the folks?
Well, I want to talk about being an animal control officer. My dog pound right now is full. I have 9 runs and I have 8 dogs. Now, when I get to have 9 dogs and 9 runs, what do? Where do I go?
Yeah.
There's a lot of pressure now on animal control officers to find homes for these dogs. When ARF is built, we'll just bring them to ARF. ARF has adoption hours. ARF has the website. People, they know where we are and they go there. A lot of people, where is your local dog pound? I don't know. They're not as easily they're not as easy to find as ARF. People come in, they know we're open Saturday and Sunday 1 to 4. And the city of Waterbury, Bristol, Hartford, their animal control officers will attest. It's heartbreaking to see animals be euthanized. It is absolutely heartbreaking, and it doesn't need to happen. If that's man's best friend, okay, I hate to see the way we treat our enemies. So people have to step up. They have to support their local dog pounds. They have to go to petfinder.com.
Petfinder.com.
And adopt your animal. Save your animal. Don't buy your animal. Rescue your animal. That's the important thing. That's the important thing.
Don't buy your animal.
Don't buy your animal. Don't buy a puppy. Rescue a dog. If you have small children, you can go to AKC, American Kennel Club, and you stay away from the puppy mills. And you get yourself a real, if you have a small child, I recommend getting a puppy. But if you're our age and you have children that are a little bit older, go to the dog pound and save the dog.
Yeah.
Or if you have mature children that can handle an adult dog, our dogs at the dog pound are 1 year old, 2 years old. People buy dogs as presents. People get dogs without thinking about it. It's just a spontaneous thing. You know what happens? They wind up chewing the furniture. They wind up not being home enough to take care of their dog, and the animals get thrown away, and they wind up at the pound. And then what happens at the dog pound?
Yeah.
If ARF is not there to take them, or people don't adopt them, they're euthanized.
Oh, what number do people call
For the Animal Rescue Foundation,
for any of these things?
well, we always recommend petfinder.com or arfct.org. Our phone number, though, is area code 860-583-3089. Or call your local dog pound. Call your local police department, especially in the cities. You know, I can't emphasize enough how much we animal control officers need people to adopt our dogs and cats. Especially the cats. People don't realize how much cats suffer. With the winter coming, these cats are going to die outside. The coyotes are going to get them. You know, something has to be done, and it's groups like ARF who step in and save the cats. So we're increasing our cat population by 300%.
Oh, yeah, and it's very important to get them spayed.
Oh, fix and release.
Did you see the dog that I rescued up?
Yes, I did.
She's adorable. And
You should have brought her in.
yeah, knock down all the cameras. No, folks, she was it was rather an unstable group of people who were sort of living together, and they got evicted, and 3 of them went down to Hudson Street on Warren, down to Hudson on Warren Street, and that's no place for a dog. And the 4th one was going to Messina and then going to Nebraska, and the dog was going to the pound. So I stepped in, and I got the dog, and I've already spent $240 on shots. And Thursday morning, folks, she's going to be spayed.
Yeah.
But
See,
she is adorable.
But you put the time into fixing your animal, getting the shots.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't do that.
You got to. You have to.
Especially with the cats.
Oh, yeah.
You got to fix your people.
Yeah.
That's why cat colonies exist, because people don't fix them.
That's right. I hate to have it done, folks, but there is no other way. There is no other way.
No, fix and release.
I have a friend in Peekskill, New York, on the Hudson River, and she goes and traps these feral cats.
Yeah.
And she takes them to the vet, and then she returns them to their colony, and the people around are kind enough to feed the cats. Well, she just got the municipalities of Peekskill, Crumpon, Buchanan. She just got them to pay for the spay. And they said to her, well, what about the rest of them? She says, never mind, I've been buying the food for years. But she is so grateful. And she has a procedure as to how you do this. And so anybody who wants to help feral cats in your neighborhood, who call me. Her name is, I call her Susan Kitty Cat. And I just love what she's done, and she's done it for years. And her words are, quote, I just cannot not do it.
Yeah. There's so much work to be done. And something else too is the state of Connecticut, all dog pounds, all the animals, dogs or cats, are for the adoption price. You get a certificate to get them fixed. Now, you know, we're not supposed to talk about money. It's not about money, but it's a great bargain. It's a great deal.
Oh, it is.
And you get the certificate to get spayed and neutered. It's called the Animal Control Population Program.
And then what do you do? Make an appointment with them?
We have a large majority of veterinarians in the state of Connecticut. Your animal control officer can tell you more about it, but it's run through the state.
And do they have you can't walk in? You have to make an appointment?
All dog pounds will give you the certificate, and they'll give you a list of all the vets. And we call it the program. So you ask your veterinarian, do you participate in the program?
Oh, okay.
Now you get a rabies shot, and a distemper shot, and a spay and neuter. Now, we all know what that can cost.
Oh, yeah, I know
and we
it
get it
costs.
and we get it for a fraction of the price.
And also Lyme disease, or don't you have Lyme?
You get 2 shots, but that's a very important shot, but that will not come with the dog pound certificates.
See, we're in Columbia County, folks, and we're supposed to be the worst in the country, aren't we, Greg? Your county, Dutchess, and mine county, Columbia, we're supposed to be the worst in the country for Lyme.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've had it. So
you don't have that problem around here?
No, we do, but if you keep your cats inside, they won't have the ticks on them. Therefore, they won't get the Lyme disease.
Yeah, that's right.
But if you get your Lyme shot, though, it's only what, well, we're never supposed to talk too much about money, but it's not that expensive. You don't get an animal unless you're willing to spend the money to just to do the right thing. You know, and people need to think these things out before they get an animal. That's a 10-year decision.
Yeah.
You know, so very important that people need to, if you get an animal, make sure you have a spot, you have a house, you have a spot that you know you're going to be for 10 years, 15 years.
Yeah.
If you're 18 years old, don't get a puppy, because who knows where you're going to be in 10 years. Young couples,
That's
is
right.
15, 16 years old, they buy a puppy for their girlfriend. Who knows?
That's what this puppy came from, yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you right now, the dog pound is full of presents gone wrong. The worst thing you could do is get someone an animal, a live animal, as a present.
I love, yeah.
Yeah. At ARF, if you say, or most rescue places, if you say it's for a present for someone, well, we want to meet the person who's going to be receiving the animal.
Yes.
Make sure that it's the right fit.
Yes.
Eventually, it's going to wind up in the dog pound,
Oh, yeah.
or even worse.
Yeah. And they're so sensitive. You know, if you just look at them the wrong way, you break their heart.
Yeah, well, your heart does go out. You know, it's addicting to save animals. I took this job when I was 18 years old.
Really?
Yeah, and I was shocked, Glendora. Absolutely shocked at the amount of animals that were being euthanized.
Oh.
Good animals. Animals that could have been in homes. And I remember the person I worked for said, Joe, no one's going to come for them. Just let them go. You know, let them go to the vet. Let them, you know. But I said, this is ridiculous. There has to be something you can do. And then luckily Pet Finder came along, petfinder.com, people like you having shows. The Animal Rescue Foundation was already there, but how much work can one small group do? So when we had our fire, we knew we had one shot at this, just one shot. And our building is so much bigger than the old one, and it's going to be able to accommodate so many more animals. You know, people's families for years have used ARF. And now their kids, their grandkids, you know, for generations will be able to use ARF, but we need to fundraise the money to finish the building.
And help the doggies and the cats.
They need the help.
What address do the people send the...
It's P.O. Box 538. P.O. Box 538, and that's in Thomaston, Connecticut. 06787. Or donate online at rfct.org. P.O. Box 538, Thomaston, Connecticut 06787.
Okay, and what else do you want on the screen? We got this telephone number, 860-583-3089. We've got that. What else do you want? You want petfinder.com on there?
Petfinder.com.
You want ARF Connecticut?
ARFCT.org.
ARFCT.org.
Yep.
And you can put this any way you want, capitals and all.
Yep. And you could reach us through Petfinder too. Something else we're doing is we're selling pavers, bricks.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
How much?
We're not always supposed to talk too much about the money, but they're very affordable.
Why aren't we supposed to talk
Well,
about
certain
we're
cable.
501. No, we're 501(c).
Certain cable places don't really allow you to talk. I know Waterbury in particular, that they don't encourage that. But they're affordable, and the prices are on rfct.org, and they're very inexpensive. And you could dedicate one to a loved one, a past pet, or your own personal message.
Where do we find out about these bricks?
We sell them online, and also
Under our?
rfct.org, and this is being sponsored by Wolcott's, Miss Wolcott's Outstanding Teen, Erin Ward, a 16-year-old young lady. She has raised tens of thousands of dollars, and her paver brick program is helping out the animal.
Miss Wolcott's what?
Outstanding Teen, Erin Ward. She came to Animal Rescue Foundation as a baby, 1 year old. Her family adopted their dog Zoe. Now, 16 years later, she's raised tens of thousands of dollars as ARF is her platform. So when we reopen Glendora, I'm going to wonder, every time I see a baby, if that baby will be another Erin Ward and help us out just as much.
What's that Erin Ward? How do you spell Erin?
ERINWARD.
Now, if I got that right, folks, Miss Wolcott's Outstanding
Teen.
Teen.
Yep.
Teen.
2010.
T-E-E-N.
Yep.
Erin
Ward.
Ward.
Yep, and the reason why I say this, because you could go to the Miss Wolcott site, and you could purchase your paver there.
Oh, where's the Miss Wolcott site? What's that?
MissWolcott.com.
Okay. And
But
that,
it's all right on rfct.org. That's the easiest way to go across. But I'll tell you though, it's just amazing. It's the kids too. It's just we're getting so much support from the children.
Oh, good.
The schools,
Good.
they have penny auctions, they have
good.
quarters for canines,
Oh, good.
bake sales, lemonade. It's good though, because when we were kids, I know it was common to see dogs outside tied to a doghouse or cats being let out. You don't see that as much.
Oh,
It's starting, the trend now is starting to bring the animals inside the house. Treat your animal like
Yeah.
you would a child.
yes,
You know, it's just they have feelings,
yes.
and their hearts break.
Oh, they do.
They do. I mean, how many times do you see a dog tied outside looking at the door waiting to come in?
I know, this is why this dog of mine today came all the way from New York to Waterbury. It's the third time this dog has been in Waterbury. I can't bear to, and also the dog on the 20th, right? We went to Hartford Public Access, and the dog went with us to that. I can't
Yeah.
bear to leave her home. She's heartbroken. But she's good in the car, she sleeps.
They want to be part of the family.
They do.
Sure.
Oh, they do.
You know, you can't just leave them outside. It's just not right.
Well, we're doing very well, Gregory. How much more time do we have?
About 7 minutes.
Okay. Any other things that you want to tell the folks? I want to go over the Masquerade Ball
Sure.
Murder Mystery again.
Sure.
October?
It's October 23rd,
Mm-hmm.
and it's in Bristol, Connecticut, at the Polish American Club, 541 North Main Street.
Okay.
And it's going to be a pasta dinner.
Polish American Club, a
Yeah.
pasta dinner.
Pasta dinner, dancing, music. I'll tell you, it's a good night out.
Now,
Something different too, Glenda. You don't see a lot of murder mysteries around these days. It's it's not just a ZD dinner. We're going to feed you and then we're going to entertain you.
yeah, I'm glad of that. And there again, you get off of exit 39.
Yes,
That's Bristol?
yes. You take Route 8 and you get off exit 39, and it's on Route 6.
And when you get off of exit 39, you just go toward Bristol.
If you're heading north, it's a right. If you're heading south, it's a left.
Okay.
But most people will be taking Route 84 to Route 8 north. Most people, unless you live in the Torrington area, then of course you'll be taking Route 8 south and taking a left off the ramp. But it's very easy to find, and we're going to have directions on our website.
And where do you put your $20 before you get there so you don't have to pay $25?
Well, if you give us a call or you contact us online, we'll take care of all of that. And also, too, we're going to put the phone number up when you put this on
Well,
the
now,
air.
what
So
about the people who don't have line online?
they could just call us.
And call us again at what number?
I have to give you the direct line for Judy, but they could contact us at ARF at the 860-583-3089. It's a good thing I have all this stuff memorized, huh?
860-563 what?
583-3089.
No, 860-563 what? 3089?
583. 860-583-3089.
Okay. We'll put all these things up on the screen.
Absolutely.
Yes, we
Absolutely.
anything else that we can tell the folks?
Brad Davis
Oh yeah, Brad Davis.
does the Talk of Connecticut. Wonderful man. He's talking about doing a live auction for us.
Oh.
That's in the planning.
Mhm.
And I tell you, you have someone like Brad Davis on your side, you're all set.
He's a great fan of Brad Davis.
Oh, he's a wonderful man, and I'll tell you, we're really looking forward to working with him. This will also be in Bristol, this fundraiser. Because we like to help the communities where ARF is, we're regional, but that's where we are. We're located in between Bristol and Waterbury. There's more than enough homeless animals to keep
Yeah,
us
that's
busy.
right. How about the Naugatuck Valley between Waterbury and Bridgeport?
That's along the Route 8 corridor.
Yeah.
Now you're talking about Naugatuck.
Naugatuck.
Right before.
Seymour,
Yep.
Ansonia, Shelton.
Yeah. We were just starting to branch out there before the fire. Because we're right off of Route 8. So we said, okay, let's keep it on Route 8. Let's start going to Torrington, let's start going to Naugatuck. We were starting to make friends and connections. Then we had that horrible fire.
Yes.
But without the fire, we never would have been able to build our shelter. And let's call that a blessing in disguise. Let's be thankful we had volunteers and we had the fire department. The volunteers were running dogs out 2 or 3 at a time.
Oh,
Cats in purses, cats in jackets.
Oh.
We had to throw them inside a pen with a cage, and the fire department found the last cat. So, hats off to the fire
Oh, I'm so
department who
happy.
saved our animals, and
I'm
our
so happy
volunteers
for
who
them.
risked their lives.
Yeah, they did.
Well, when you run into a burning building,
Yeah.
looking for a cat or a dog, you're risking your life. Smoke will kill an animal before the flames will. Animals, they hyperventilate really quick. They breathe a lot faster. They pant, and they die of smoke inhalation very quickly.
Oh, yeah, because they breathe.
Every animal was saved and adopted, and because of this fire, we're able to rebuild our shelter bigger, stronger, and safer, and with sprinklers.
Oh, yeah.
With sprinklers.
Oh, that's great.
You
That's
know.
great. I'm so glad you saved all those animals.
I know, it could have been a real tragedy.
Now, what are we going to do on our next program?
There's lots of different issues.
Are there?
There's lots of different issues to talk about. You know, a lot of people get animals without really thinking about it. They need to plan ahead of time. And there's lots of different animal control officers, and there's lots of different animals we can bring up for adoption too. So, I mean, I've been doing this 20 years, and I tell you, I have enough information, and just to get to the people out there to do 100 shows.
Oh, goody, goody, goody,
So,
goody.
thank you very much, Glendora, for
Oh,
having
it's a
me
real
on.
pleasure.
I
And
appreciate it.
it's a chat with Glendora, and we're on 20 TV stations in Connecticut. And that would be about, well, these TV stations, some of them have 11. Willimantic has 14 municipalities.
Wow.
Danbury has only 3. Waterbury has 5, and so forth. And when I add it up, I get more than 169 municipalities in Connecticut.
That's every town.
Yeah, and we want to thank AT&T with UVerse, because they're putting our public access programs all over the state of Connecticut. This program that you just saw is not only going to be seen in Waterbury, Wolcott, Plymouth, Terrytown, and Prospect, but it's going to be seen all over Connecticut.
That's right. You know, animals don't know town lines. Animals are animals. Whether you save an animal from Hartford, Torrington, or Danbury, just save an animal someplace. Go to your local dog pound, spay and neuter your animal. It's a horrible cycle, and we have to take the first step somewhere.
Oh, I know it. Look at
Really
the trouble I'm having trying to find this sweet dog a home, and think what it'd be when she has 12 puppies.
Oh, boy. That's
So
what it
there
comes
we
down
go.
to.
Thank you for helping the
My
animal.
pleasure. My pleasure.
Thank you for helping the animal. Thank you folks for helping too.